Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Notori and this is Little Archivist. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a little bit of what I prepped for the week. This is probably going to be a compilation over the course of the week because there's a few ingredients that did not arrive in my shopping haul. I'm pretty sure a man shopped for those ingredients and that's why, but that's not the point. Today, it's the point for another day. So on the menu is bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burritos. I am missing ingredients to make a corn and tomato relish for some burrito bowls. So I'm gonna go to the store later today because I need to use the light that I have to work with right now. Otherwise it'll be dark in literally 30 minutes. But I'm gonna go to the store and pick up those ingredients, and so then therefore that part won't be with me in these clothes, but I will more than likely do it tomorrow. And any other little bits and bobs, I'll do them over the course of the week and I will put it all together for you. So we're gonna roast a big batch of potatoes, and also I'm thinking of trying to make like a lime crema with cottage cheese as the base. I thought it could be good, I'm hoping it will be good. Fingers crossed it will be good. And then the other thing I want to make is a lemon and garlic aioli. I think that could be really good on the sandwiches I plan to make because we're making sandwich bread. I've never done it before, and I can only hope that it's going to be good because I did not plan to buy any other bread this week but that one loaf that I'm wanting to make. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've got my bacon on the pan. I had to make a few of them crowd a little bit, but honestly, it's not gonna get any better than this, okay? And then I'm just gonna rotate them or flip them around a little bit so they get equal heat, but these are going in the oven. So usually when I make these burritos, it makes 10 burritos, and I've made them bacon, egg, and cheese. We had a little bit of time where I made them like a Philly cheesesteak. We like those, but I think we like the bacon ones a little bit better. And the texture of the reheating process, like it just hit different, I guess. So this is a bag of 10 tortillas. I really hope it fills all 10 of these. Otherwise, it might mess up kind of like the mental count that I had for them. And I hope that's not the case. You're joking. Finally peeled this dramatic amount of potatoes. I don't know why this felt as though it took me eons. But now I'm gonna cube them down. I'm gonna toss them in some butter and some seasonings and throw them in the oven. Are you for real? Let's try this burrito because I put it in the air fryer as I should. This is mine. My husband's has a little less going on, but this is the cross section. Yo. These are so easy. They're so good. It'll be even better with like homemade salsa. I made some salsa like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I need to make some more. And let me know if I should start making my own hot sauce, because I'm kind of interested in that too. Okay, so these are all portioned out. They're each 4-ounce portions that I can just throw into my burrito bowls for the week, and or put them in the freezer if I want. The potatoes are cooked. There's literal steam coming off of them right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and portion these into my quart containers and label them. Only made one pre-made label. I miscalculated, so. Okay, now we're on to making our bread. Okay, again, the stakes are very high because this is the only bread that I plan to eat all week long. But I've already activated my dry active yeast, and now I'm gonna add my flour. Okay, it's the end of the night. I'm battered, but I have mixed the dough and it is currently proofing. Let me show you. It's proofing in the oven. This is for the bread loaf that we're actually hoping and praying comes out normal. Okay, I'm back in the kitchen, and let me show you what I've done since we last saw each other. I went ahead and did a 2-proof method, which is pretty standard. I proofed it in the bowl. I left, went to the store. As you can see, I walked. I came back. I did a few rolls and folds, and then I put it in this baking dish. I'm letting it proof one more time. I think I'm gonna let it proof just a teeny bit longer. I'm hoping that it reaches the sides of the pan. If not, I think I might be able to kind of form it a little bit since it's kind of tall. And I've just lined the pan with a little flour and a little butter because I didn't have parchment. This is a non-stick pan, but you never know. Sometimes non-stick stuff just really be sticking. So that's what I've done. I think I should be able to bake that tonight, and hopefully put in a little scene of me eating it, making something with it. Like, that's really the goal, right? Like, to show you what I'm prepping for the week, but also show you what I did with it and how it turns out. So the next thing that we're gonna work on is the corn and tomato relish. Let's get into that. So in this jar, I have a whole can of sweet corn that I've roasted in the air fryer. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. What you're thinking and you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Why would you do that in the air fryer? Well, I'm lazy. I don't want my entire kitchen to get warm again, considering that I'm going to need to crank up the oven to bake my bread. So I wanted to just go with something pretty quick and easy, and I didn't want to just put straight up corn in the relish. I feel like that would have been kind of odd. So I just decided to roast it in the air fryer. So now we're going to add at least half of a beefsteak tomato, I'd say half an onion, some cilantro, and some lime. Now we're just gonna mix this. Yeah, this looks so bomb. I'm still going to season it a bit with just like salt and pepper, but for the most part, good and limey. Make sure I get this corn off the bottom. Okay, one more detail. I actually added like 2 pinches of sugar in here. So much better. I think the lime was just a bit too tart for what I was wanting, especially because I'm going to be pairing this with that lime crema that we made earlier in the video, and I think that it would be like a little too acidic for them both to be in a dish. So yeah, now this is really good. Okay, so we're almost at the home stretch. I know we've been together for like so many minutes today, like it's been a while. But the last few things that we have are, one, our bread, which I'm about to get started baking. It's like almost done. I wanted to kind of proof as much as it could and like take up as much as the pan as I can get it to. And I think it's nearly done. The other thing we're gonna do is make a lemon and garlic aioli for the sandwiches that I wanna cook using said bread, which is why this really all has to fit in one video because I won't be able to eat any of this if it doesn't. I'll have to push it to another day, which means all of my meals will be pushed back. So lemon garlic aioli, super easy. Gonna just wing it, to be honest. I know how I want it to taste, so I'm just kind of gonna go based off that. And then I also want to make some burger sauce for the burger bowls that I want to make, which is what I made the ground beef and the potatoes for. And then some chicken meatballs. So let's start with the bread, then the meatballs, then the sauces, because I feel like that's pretty easy. Okay, one last look before I put her in the oven, and let's cross your fingers and your toes and your legs that she comes out good. And of course it's a girl, but look how pretty she is. I'm so hyped for this. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm not even gonna reshape it or anything. I think it's expanded a really good amount of space, and so I'm just hyped to bake it. So I had to go back and look at the recipe. It's going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. It's preheating. I need to hold on just one more. So as I've been making this video, I've had all of my labels stuck here, and we're getting down to the wire. We're almost done, everybody. Okay, so we're definitely winging the chicken meatballs because I don't actually make meatballs that often, if really ever. I mean, I've made them before, but just like not that many times. So these are my chicken meatballs for my burger bowls. So I'm trying to think of like how I want them to taste, because you know, like burger flavors are like really specific. So I don't know, but I think I'm gonna just do my ground chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe mix this preemptively, just a touch, just a tad. Ground chicken looks so, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks so sick before it's mixed. Even after it's mixed, it looks so unreal. So, oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with my ground chicken, 1 egg. Guess I'll probably end up mixing a lot of this with my hands, which is actually so sad for me. The state of my kitchen, you do not want to see it. You don't want to be in here, actually. It's horror. Drop that in there. And then I'm gonna do a 1/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. I want these meatballs to be a little bit more substantial, kind of more like a, well, like a meatloaf. A meatball / meatloaf. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. This would look like. This looks like tuna. All right, oven's preheated. Let's go ahead and throw in our bread. She's even taller than before. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped for this. Okay. Putting in our bread. Please come out good. So here are my meatballs. I've decided they're going in the air fryer because I don't want to deal with this. So I'm just gonna scoop and plop all of these in here. I feel like I'm like making like cookies or something. Except it's definitely meat, raw meat. Not appetizing at all, really. Okay. Let's see how many I can fit. My air fryer is the sur la table one. And so it's like, I guess the basket style, but it's like rectangular. So I feel like it fits a good amount. I don't really use the rack a ton. It's like very specific things, but I do like this one. I do think it works well. I don't know what else you would say. Okay, there are my meatballs, they're going in. Whoa, that's insane. You guys, we're almost done. Clap, clap, everybody clap, clap, really clap. Okay, now we're moving on to the aioli. I've got this glass. I decided to just go back to this one because I don't want to put it in a big quart container or really even a short one. So I think it could be fine in this one. Literally going everywhere. Okay. All right, girl, all right, girl, all right. That's enough, that's enough. Okay, about this much mayo. I'm gonna add some lemon juice. I'm thinking just like 1 clove because it's not that much. And I don't want it to be like spicy with garlic, you know? Like, you know when you put too much garlic in something and it's like, 1 clove of garlic going in, which looks like quite literally nothing, but you know. I'm gonna give this a little cheeky little stir. I feel as though I might have to make more of this at some point throughout the week, but we'll see. Really good. Done and dusted. Okay, so the last thing on the list is burger sauce. So I'm thinking I want my burger sauce to have sweet pickles, I guess a little bit of mayo, I have some honey mustard, and I have some chipotle ketchup. I think all those things combined could be good. I know that normally burger sauce is like Thousand Island, or it has like yellow mustard in it, but I don't have any yellow mustard. So we're just gonna make it work. And I could maybe put a little lemon juice just to give it a little bit more tang. But we're gonna mix it up and see what happens. Okay, we have a development. So the recipe said 30 minutes. It's been like 20 at 400. And it's very crusty. And I just don't want it to overcook, I guess, or dry out too much or something. I can't tell if it's fully cooked. Okay, so I did a little oohing and ahhing over the bread, but I didn't show you the meatballs came out. They look cute, they look good. I'm just cooking a few more that didn't fit in the first round. I'm gonna cover these up and then we're gonna get to making the burger sauce. Okay, I suffered through getting this mayo in here. It looks so bad. It took all over the walls of the bowl. I don't like that. Now we're gonna do some chipotle mayo. Oh my gosh. Every condiment is gonna do that today. Then I'm gonna do some honey mustard. Whoa. It's a mess. I'm not too much of a mess. I thought it was gonna be worse than that, just on my hands. We're gonna chop up some sweet pickles, some gherkins, or whatever you call them. I love these. I just eat them on like snack plates and things. They taste so good. So I'm just chopping them fairly small. I want them to be pretty diced, I guess, if I can get it. Don't want to eat like super huge chomps of pickle, even though I love these. I just feel like in the sauce would be a little weird. So because it's kind of sweet, I kind of wanted to mimic what yellow mustard would have done. So I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon juice, like just maybe like a teaspoon or even a half teaspoon actually, and see what that does. I'm actually kind of scared. That might have been the wrong move. I like the color though. The color is very convincing. It looks like Big Mac sauce. I like this. It's good. It's like tangy, but it's sweet. I think it's gonna be really good on the bowls. Adding the last few meatballs. Guys, we're almost done. Okay, the lid is on. We are finished. Gonna add our last sticker. Apart from the bread needs to be labeled, but it's like literally hot in a pan, so I can't do that right now. And let's pull everything out so we can see what we did. Okay, so we just finished our weekly meal prep. Let's talk about what we made. So to kick off the week, I started with bacon, egg, and cheese burritos. I did one version with cottage cheese, one without. I plan to eat this with fruit and maybe some yogurt on the side just to make a really nice, well-rounded breakfast. This is a super easy option to put in the air fryer. Me and my husband love these. Next, we're going on to burger bowls. I prepped a lot of potatoes, peeled, chopped, and roasted in the oven with just a little bit of spices, some steakhouse seasoning just to kind of give it that burger taste. And these are going to be a really great addition to the bottom of the bowls, but you can also put this in any other things you want throughout the week. Next, I made a Big Mac sauce, super easy. Obviously, I showed you how you made it in this video, but in case you really want to know more details, just shoot me a message or maybe I'll drop it in a Substack. I also made some chicken meatballs. This is going to serve as the burger patty of the burger bowls. And then with this bowl, I'm going to add lettuce and tomato, and I think it's going to be a really good, satisfying meal. Next, we're moving on to this one single ingredient. I made this lemon garlic aioli to put on my homemade bread, which is here. I made homemade sandwich bread so that I can make sandwiches for myself throughout the week. partly a challenge and also of a necessity because I had all of the ingredients to make this. And lastly, we're also going to be doing taco bowls. So the word bowl is kind of a loose description because I plan to put this stuff on tostadas, on top of rice, maybe in a taco salad. It's kind of just mix and match for me, so I plan to kind of put these things with a few other combinations. But first we have this corn relish. I made this with roasted corn, tomato, cilantro, lime, and I think this is gonna be so good. If I had any cotija cheese, this would be such a good addition to that, but I do not. But I do have queso, so I think this is gonna be good with that too. I next made a lime crema with the base being cottage cheese. I wanted to get a little bit more protein in some of these meals. So you'll see me kind of sneak some things in here or there to kind of stretch that protein and really make it super satiating for me. I also portioned out some containers of ground beef. That way I can just pop these in the microwave and assemble as I go, and the meal is already done. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video or want to see more of these videos, let me know because I love making them and I think they're really fun, and I'm gonna eat all of this, so it's like a win-win for me. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.